Hey guys, my name is Mallory, and I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about different types of aggression and the difference between aggression in males and females. To get started, I'm just going to talk about what aggression actually is. In my paper, I gave two separate definitions. One was a definition that had different types of examples of aggression, like yelling, hitting, cutting people off in traffic, different examples. And then the other one was one that social psychologists use to define what aggression is, and that is behavior that is intended to harm another individual who does not wish to be harmed. This is kind of one of the first points of my paper, and it's just kind of the opening paragraph where it explains what aggression is and why people are aggressive, and it just kind of shows how goal oriented aggression really is. But to really get started, I'm going to talk about the way that the brain processes situations between a male and a female. So whenever a male is put into a stressful situation, they kind of utilize 7 times more gray matter than a female. And gray matter is the brain. It's like a localized point. It's information and action processing centers, and it can kind of translate into a tunnel vision whenever they're doing something. Once they're engaged on a task, they don't demonstrate much sensitivity to what's going on around them and their surroundings. Whereas a female uses more white matter, and this is networking grid that connects the brain's gray matter and the other processing centers to one another, and it processes difference. Probably is because girls tend to transition better and be better task oriented. The second thing that I'm going to talk about is stereotypes. Stereotypes between we all know the stereotype for aggression, and it's kind of the male is more prone to being aggressive, and the female is more of the victim. There are statistics to prove this stereotype, and some of those statistics are one in every 4 women will experience aggressive abuse by a male, and 1 in 7 males will experience aggressive abuse by a female. And although they both experience it, the female does show to be more of the victim, and the male does show to be more of the aggressor. When talking about aggression, there are 2 types I want to talk about: impulse aggression and instrumental aggression. Impulse is kind of whenever you feel you can't control your rage, and you act off of impulse. It's just kind of a rampage, and you something makes you mad, and you just automatically off the bat are aggressive, and you're yelling and screaming and acting out the way you would if something that you couldn't control. But a instrumental is where you plan it out, and it's very thought process and oriented. So I hope that I taught you a little bit something about aggression. So thank you.